One of the biggest things to establish in bench pressing is the ability to keep your upper back tight. To get a feel for this, you can take a jump stretch band, hold it right about shoulder length in front of you, and then use your upper back to pull it apart. You'll see here from the back position, this is going to pull your shoulder blades together, make a firm foundation to press from as you bench press, but your upper back should stay very tight. And just looking at the setup, we're going to be going in slow-mo here because there's a lot of things to look at. When you set up, you're going to start with your head off the bench, and you're going to get your feet set. Once your feet are set, they will not move. So whether they're tucked underneath you, whether you have them out to the side and turned out, that's something that you're going to find is your personal preference. So you'll take the bar with an underhand grip, and you'll actually pull yourself under the bar, but you're going to want your eyes to be just in front of the bar. From this spot, you want your upper back tight and your shoulders tucked down and pulled towards your pockets, if you want to think of it that way. Take a grip on the bar, and you're going to squeeze it very hard. The harder you squeeze the bar, the more tension you can create through your forearms, upper back. Without having any weight on the bar, I've got to kind of wiggle into position. It's easier to get your upper back tight and get set with a little bit of weight on the bar. You're going to extend at your elbows to unrack the bar, and then you're going to pull the bar with straight arms into place. This is going to keep your shoulders down. You're going to control the descent, and you're going to drive the bar straight back up. Think about touching a piece of glass on your shirt but not breaking it. Your elbow and wrist will need to stay directly under the bar throughout the whole press. A lot of times you'll see the knuckles lay back, and it becomes a much more difficult press because where the bar is in relation to the forearm. So the wrist and elbow need to stay directly under the bar while you press. When you breathe, take in air at the top, but you're going to fill your gut with air, fill your stomach with air. Think about getting fat on the bench, because the bigger or the larger your torso is, the less distance the bar has to travel. So again, doing a little bit of pressing in real time, starting with the head off the bench, getting in and setting an arch with the upper back tight, using the elbows to extend and take the bar out, and drive the bar up in a straight pattern. Just a couple change in views. From this position, you can still see that the wrist and elbow are in line. And with my feet set up, I've been playing with it a little bit. You can't use as much leg drive from this position, but it does also help keep your butt down on the bench. When you bench press, you always want your upper back and butt to stay down on the bench. From the Sasquatch view here, we can also see, some of the spots in relation to where the hands are on the bar, where the bar is touching. And most people touch way too high on the bench press. Some low chest, upper abs is going to lend to a better bench press. In closing, we spend a lot of time with emphasis on the bench press, but think about which movement looks like a more dominant movement. If you build a strong overhead press, you'll always have a good bench press to follow it.